gosh, I look so crazy. I'm gonna use this filter. We're on our way there. I'm leaving the house now, and it turns out I am getting liposuction and getting something between 490 something cc's and 450 something. I'll keep you guys posted. Yeah.
Secret clinical. We often have
Hi lovelies. I'm coming from my first lymphatic massage. I don't think I told you guys in my last video that I actually did end up going with the lipo and my breast augmentation and the lift. So I got all three. They did the peri-areola lift. He put in 497 cc's on my left boob, which was the smaller boob, and then he put in 397 cc's on my right boob, which was the bigger boob. My right boob was about a full B, and my left boob was like a small B, maybe a full A or something like that. So yeah, he said it was about 100 cc difference. And for my liposuction, he took out almost 800 cc's. I did abdominal liposuction on the top and bottom, so I didn't really have to, so I didn't do the flanks. He said if I wanted to see more of a distinct, results, I should do the flanks as well. I really didn't want to do my flanks because honestly, for me, when I work out and I'm serious about my working out, and because for me, when I work out and I'm really serious about it, my flanks, my flanks tighten up anyways. So I wasn't so worried about getting my flanks done. I'm actually driving home because I didn't bring any pain meds with me, and midway through my lunch I started to feel all this pain all of a sudden. So I had to come home and get something because I just can't right now. But I'll go through with you guys for a little bit. And how do I feel? I feel okay. Honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, the pain right now at this point is probably a 5. And right now I am 5 days post-op. So I had my first post-op surgery on Friday. I had my surgery on Thursday. And my second one is supposed to be tomorrow. I guess 1 week post, so that he can kind of see how I'm healing and everything. My doctor was really nice. His staff was really nice. When I actually went in for the surgery, I felt like they cared and everything was great. The only issue I had on the surgery day is, and I've seen this in so many videos where people say this, but the only issue I can say I've had is when the surgery was done, okay, and you're groggy from the anesthesia, it just really felt like I was being rushed. On the day of surgery, so I'll rewind. So I stopped eating and drinking anything at 11 o'clock the night before. And I went to the surgery office or clinic. They actually have their surgeries at the location of their offices because they have OR on site, which was great. And when I got there, first of all, we were almost a little bit late, but we ended up being the first people there. So we get there, and I had already done everything I was instructed to do. So they instructed me to take a bath with this antiseptic, deep cleaner. It's the same stuff that doctors use to clean before surgery, their hands. So they told me to bathe with that, leave it on for 6 minutes the night before surgery, and then the day of surgery, I guess they put the iodine or whatever on you. But the day of surgery, when I got to the surgery clinic, they gave me the stuff for my feet. One of the nurses, I think she was a little bit high, which was understandable. Not in my case, but in her case, after she told me she had actually gotten extensive breast lift surgery the week before and implant replacement. So she had a very intense surgery, and then she just turned around and now she's working a week later. So I was like, girl. But she is the one that also gave me the IV, which made me nervous because obviously if this lady's high, she's trying to put an IV in my arm. I'm like, what? Okay. And I'm trying to act like I'm not nervous, even though I'm already scared of needles, and now she's about to poke me. So I'm like triple scared. I'm like triple scared. Like seriously, I'm scared. Here she is. She's about to put an IV. She puts an IV in my arm. It wasn't that bad. And I meet other surgical assistants and everything like that. I changed my clothes into these really cute robes. So it's like, okay, you know, black satin robes. I'm assuming it's not silk. Oh my gosh, I'm doing this because my nipples are scabbing and it's so itchy, you guys. Oh my god. But yeah, so I get there, take off all my clothes, get into the robe. She did the IV. They made me pee in a cup to make sure I'm not pregnant before surgery and check for any drugs I'm on. Only thing I really take is Adderall, so I think it was like a little bit of that still in my system. And she actually made a point to ask me, I was like, yeah, I take Adderall. Because for those of you who don't know, when you take Adderall, sometimes people confuse Adderall with meth use and stuff. So there's like, I have to make sure I'm clear that I have a prescription for that. And then, what else? And then after that, I met my doctor, Dr. G. He marked me up, and we talked about sizes and everything. He already got the picture that I wanted of how I want my boobs to look. So he was like, at first I was like, well, do you think it's going too big? And then he said, I'm going to give you the boobs you said you want to have. So I'm going to give you the boobs you sent me. That's what I'm going to give you. He's like, I think for your frame, it's going to look nice. Okay, cool. Turns out, though, the picture was for moderate plus profile and not, like, high profile, which made me sad a little bit because I feel like my boobs aren't, I don't have this much cleavage, in my opinion, but you'll see what I'm talking about. But it's still nice. And so I get marked up, and, I'm just really nervous because I didn't know I was going to be walked into the OR. They literally had me walking into the OR. And I could see, like, the scalpels and the knives and the scissors and just all the stuff they about to use to cut into my nipple. And I'm just like, yo, I'm not high enough for this yet. Like, you guys haven't given me any drugs yet. You want me to walk around and just see the tools you're going to be using to cut me open? Are you serious? Like, I'm like, what? So they're like, oh, sit on this bed. And I'm just like, the fuck? So I'm trying to be calm. I'm like laughing off because I have a nervous laugh. I laugh when I'm really scared. And I was petrified. So I'm trying to be calm, and I'm like not. And I'm like, okay. And they say, okay, well, we'll put a blanket over you, just take off your robe and then just lay on the table. I'm like, you want me to get naked in front of all these strangers? Like, it was a room, like, everybody was already in the room. They're just, like, waiting for me. Everyone. Like, the surgeon, he already seen me naked, so I'm okay. Like, whatever. I laid on the table, and I'm like, okay. And I'm like, oh, fix your head. We're gonna lift, like, I'm like, they're asking me to do all this stuff, and I'm just so nervous. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, okay. He's like, okay, but aren't you excited? I mean, when you wake up, you're gonna have new boobs. And I'm just like, that's one way to look at it. And she's like, well, I'm like, you guys about to cut a hole in me and remove my nipple and put it back together with those tools over there. You expect me to be calm? Excited? Who's excited? Like, dang, I'm rethinking this whole thing right now, like right at this second. At that moment, I was like ready to pee my pants, and I just had emptied my bladder. Like, I was still ready to pee. I don't know what's gonna come out. Like, I was just like nervous as heck. So, I lay down. The guy is putting a little EKG stuff on me to check my heart rate stuff. And my heart is going, like the machine's going beep, 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 beep. I'm fucking scared. I'm scared. And the lady is talking to me over here. She's like, okay, well, we're going to just go ahead and we'll give you some stuff to help you relax. It's not, I'm like, okay. Like, I knew that was code for we about to start. We about to knock you out because you're looking real nervous. You sound real nervous over that EKG machine. So I'm like, yeah, I'm nervous. Next, I'm waking up. But I don't like how they woke me up. Because they're rushing me, telling me, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was still in the haze. I didn't even get a chance to like see what I'm doing, where I'm going. They're like rushing me to get the fuck out. And I'm just like, yo, like, could you just relax for a second? I'm still trying to catch my composure, and I'm trying to like realize that I now have these two things in my chest all of a sudden. Mind you, to be honest with you, my boobs were uncomfortable, but they weren't in pain. If I had only gotten breast surgery, I could have recouped or been recovered to me based on how I felt probably the next day. Like the next day, my boobs were fine. Like I still didn't feel pain or anything. I felt discomfort, but not pain. When you get the boobs, everything, all you hear people talk about is, oh, you can't use your arms. I could use my arms the first day. I could use my arms the second day. I mean, I was doing this. I was like, my arms feel fine. What are they talking about? Like, I was really like, okay, what are they talking about? Like, the first day, I was fine. My issue on first day was my stomach, my abdomen. Because I was trying to not really use my arms as much, even though it didn't hurt me to use my arms really. Because I knew that I had implants and I kind of want my body to get used to it. But in doing that, when I would try to sit up or do stuff, you have to just then use your abdomen. My abdomen got lipo on it. So my abdomen just felt like, Even me just saying, just remind me of how much it hurt. It hurt. It just, I had a spasm just now. It kind of hurt just now. So I'm like, so honestly, my abdomen was probably the hardest part. The recovery itself was not so bad. Besides that, I feel like, personally, I'm only probably going to take the muscle relaxant for about, today, I'll take it now, maybe later this evening, but I'm not going to be taking it consistently because I still feel like, because I don't really feel like I need it that much. I'll probably take it at night though, because at night when I wake up in the morning, I get that morning boob thing where my boobs just feel really stiff and tight. But yeah, I don't really need it during the day. And during the day, I'll probably take, I have arnica, which is a natural pain reliever, and it helps with swelling and everything like that and bruising. And that I'm going to probably keep taking for the next, like, until all the pain wears off. As a matter of fact, that's probably what I'm going to take now when I get upstairs. But yeah, the first few days weren't that bad. I ate food. I was fine, like, as far as eating and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, on, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, I don't remember, I went to actually find another girdle thing because the compression dressing they gave me, it was really digging into my back and it wasn't really tight enough. And because it wasn't tight enough, my lower stomach area, it would move, like liquid in it would move, and that would be when I feel sharp pain. Whereas one that I got it from JCPenney, and it's just like a waist trainer type thing, like a girdle, and this one's much tighter. I took the bones out of the back because I have a small torso, so whenever I wear things like this with bones, and on top of that, my back curves like this because I have a big butt. Whenever I wear things with bones in it, it really digs into my upper and lower back, so I don't do that. I'm sitting in my garage now. So also, that arnica stuff really does help, honestly. The muscle relaxer, like the muscle relaxant that I'm taking, actually I'm gonna show you guys the pills that I'm taking. Let's go upstairs to do that, but yeah, I'll show you guys the pills I'm taking. With the muscle relaxer that I'm taking, it's very it knocks me out like this, like I'm tired just thinking about it. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys my boobs now. So in my next video, I'll go over the meds a little bit more. I kind of cut out because I got exhausted, but I'll show you some more results and see you guys next time.